Hey everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant-based diet going for yourself today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to great days. So, I'm going to talk a little bit on Kundalini, okay, which if you do not know what Kundalini is, it's a life energy that we all have, okay, not just only people or humans or humanoids, but everything in nature has a Kundalini energy, okay? So I'm going to talk a little bit on Kundalini energy, and I'm going to pretty much simplify it up, clarify it, and help you understand it a little bit more. Alright, so let's get right into it. Today's video is Kundalini energy. Now, so Kundalini energy is a energy that we all have, alright? Kundalini energy is also known as our sexual energy. It is also known as our creative energy. It is also known as serpent energy, okay? Now the Kundalini energy, it resides at the base of the spine, right near the root chakra, which is the first chakra, and the root chakra is located at the perineum. Okay, this is the area between the sexual organs and the anus, alright? So that little spot, that nape, you know, of skin is the perineum, and that's exactly where the root chakra is, okay? And the Kundalini energy, it resides at the base of the spine. So you can find this between the root chakra and the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the second chakra, it's orange in color, and you can find it below the belly button, okay, where your pubic area is, okay, along that area. And the Kundalini energy will actually be there at the base of the spine. It's coiled up, you know, just like a serpent is coiled up, and it takes on the form of a serpent, okay? This is why it's called the serpent energy. So the Kundalini energy, it resides at the base of the spine, and it's coiled up. For most individuals, when it's coiled up at the base of the spine, it is in a state of dormancy, or it's lying dormant, okay, which means it's not awakened, okay, and this brings into mind the awakening of Kundalini energy, which is also called a Kundalini awakening, okay. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit on the Kundalini awakening, but I'm not going to go too in depth. Alright, I'm going to make this video very short and simple because I tried recording this and it ended up being 40 minutes because I just could not stop talking, alright? But Kundalini energy, once again, it resides at the spine. It's coiled up just like a serpent, okay? The base of the spine is where it resides, and the whole thing about it is that you have the ability to awaken the Kundalini energy. And what this is, it's pretty much the coiled energy at the base of the spine. It uncoils itself upwards, superimposing the spine, or throughout the spine, you know, in like a very, very, I want to say like a serpent manner. You know, there's a serpent that's coiled up, and then it comes to start going on the move, and it straightens out its body. This is exactly the same functioning of the Kundalini energy. It will reside dormant, and in its state of dormancy, it will be coiled up at the base, and then whenever you're able to awaken it, whenever you're able to arise it, it'll start going upwards through the spine, and then as it goes upwards through the spine, it will start to pretty much lighten up all the chakra points. Okay, and I want to say it's intersections. So there's the Kundalini energy is a energy of two. Okay, it's a polarized energy. It's pretty much masculine and feminine energy together. Okay, we all have masculine and feminine energies. This is negative energy, this is positive energy, this is yin, this is yang. Okay, we all have this energy. Even if you're a boy, even if you're a girl, you can be, if you're a girl, you can be more masculine, you can be more dominant in masculine energy. Okay, if you're a man, you can be more dominant in feminine energy. Okay, and we fluctuate between the two. We use both. Okay, you can perfectly balance them out as well, which is, I want to say it's a type of self-mastery. Okay, but I'm pretty sure Kundalini Awakening is all about balancing the two energies out as well. So it's like, in order to have a true Kundalini Awakening, you need to be able to master the balancing of the two energies, because whenever the serpent energy at the spine, at the base of the spine, starts to arise upwards, it will intersect. So the two energies, they take different paths. You know, the masculine will go like this way up the spine in like a wave function, you know, like that, and then the feminine energy will pretty much go in the opposite direction. And where they intersect is where the chakras are. So their intersections are pretty much lightening or lighting up the chakras. Okay, now I want to say that it's very simple to arise the Kundalini Awakening or the Kundalini energy, but for most individuals, especially within modern day society, the Kundalini, it stays dormant, it stays coiled at the base of the spine their entire lives. Okay, which I'm sure is part of spiritual warfare, because they don't want people to be fully awakened to all that there is, you know, because it gets really deep with awakening from the Kundalini arising, you know, like it's a completely life-changing experience, I've heard. And I want to say that it's similar to like taking DMT or taking immense amounts of psychedelics, you know, where all sensory perception is just completely eradicated in itself, and you start to come into higher metaphysical understandings, higher dimensions, and everything is just purely geometry. And this is where Kundalini Awakening will lead you, you know, and it's a natural thing. We all have this. So it's like, since it's natural, this is a place, or this is a spatial dimension that we all have access to, but we have lost the accessibility to it only because they don't want us to be within these higher dimensions. Because if we come to experience such dimensions, we are going to be a threat to their society, you know, because this is the way it works. All right. So they want to pretty much, they want to avoid all that in itself by just having people not awaken to Kundalini energy at all, you know. And this is why most people are going to live their lives without a Kundalini arise, you know, where it's just lying dormant at the base of the spine. But it's very simple to arise the Kundalini. It can come through exercise, it can come through spiritual practitioner, it can come through knowledges, it can come through a lot of different methods, you know. And it brings abilities with it, you know. Whenever you have a full Kundalini awakening, whenever it reaches the top of the head, the crown chakra, or the soft spot, it will actually, it will change your entire perspective of life. Life won't be the same anymore, but in a good way. It's going to be what you've always known it to be, but it's going to be immensely new as well. It's going to be completely different. Okay, it's like another birth. It's like a spiritual birth. You know, your birth physically from your mother's womb, and then what a Kundalini awakening would be, it would be a second birth, a spiritual birth, you know, where you're completely born as a god, okay? is what I'm going to say. Or a spiritual being, or an energetical being, where you understand that you're truly immortal, because all is just energy. But you're able to understand this, realize this experientially, not just with borrowed knowledge, you know, not just because you've been told through other people who have experienced it, but because you've experienced it for yourself, first person, you know. And that's where the difference is. So I wanted to just say that Kundalini awakening is very, very natural. You know, it happens for all of us. I want to say that during a woman's birth, she will have a Kundalini awakening. You know, and this is why they are tempted to use various different drugs, like whatever drugs they're using to bring down the pain. Those drugs are also made to make you unreceptive to the arising of the Kundalini energy during the birth, okay? Because birth is like one of those, I want to say it's one of those phenomena that it actually brings you into universal union, you know, which involves the rising of the Kundalini energy as far as it goes, you know? So it's like, there's another method that will actually arise your Kundalini energy. It's not something that is taboo or evil at all, because it's natural. It's within all of us. It's within all animals. It's within plants. It's within the earth. You know, the earth has Kundalini energy too. And if the earth's Kundalini energy is rising, then all of its inhabitants are going to rise in Kundalini energy as well, which is actually what is happening with this rise in divine feminine energy during this awakening as well. Alright, so Kundalini energy, how to awaken it for yourself. It's very, very hard to bring it all the way up to the crown chakra, you know. It'll take a lot, you know, to do that, but you can actually bring it at least up to the heart, okay? And you can do this with just like exercise, you know. You can do it with exercise, whatever exercise you want to do. You can do it with meditation, you can do it with yoga, you can do it by just playing outside, you know, like a child. You can do it in these very, very simple methods. You know, birth is a natural way that the Kundalini energy arises itself. But yeah, it comes with a lot of abilities too. If you're able to bring it all the way up to the crown chakra, it comes with supernatural abilities, okay, which is not the focal point of the Kundalini awakening, but it's like more of a byproduct of the Kundalini awakening, because we've always been supernatural beings in ourselves. Because what supernatural actually means, supernatural is just being supernatural, you know. We're already natural organic beings, but we're more within our natural nature. We're supernatural, you know. So it's more of our innate natural nature, or our innate nature, that we are able to do things like telepathically communicate, or be clairvoyant, you know, tell the future, or travel to different star systems, or use telekinetics, you know, which is actually putting things into motion mentally, okay, which is what kinetic energy is. Being able to levitate, you know, if you've ever heard those stories about like monks or gurus, or not gurus, but yogis being able to levitate, that's one thing that comes with the Kundalini energy, okay, because the momentum of the energy going and arising upwards the spine, or up the spine, brings or generates such a momentum that is powerful enough to bring you into a type of anti-gravity, you know. It's that momentum of the Kundalini energy. Once again, it's a very, 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 very potent sexual or creative energy, okay? And to do things like that, you know, you've heard Jesus, the story about him walking on water, okay? He was able to do this because he had his Kundalini energy awakened. Levitation and walking on water is literally within the same area of supernatural ability. If you're able to levitate yourself, then you're going to be able to do things like walking on water, alright? Because if you can float or levitate, then you can walk on water, because you're able to bring that process to a preciseness to where you're able to stand on water. You know, you have to have a very, 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 very profound mastery over this type of ability, you know. And it goes so much deeper. You know, animals, you see them doing like very, very supernatural things. Spiders, they can jump 10, 20 times their body's length, you know. That's an example of a Kundalini usage. Okay, that's very, very supernatural. You don't see people in society able to jump twice or even 3 times their body's length, you know, or their body's height. That seems impossible, but you see all the animals doing it. You know, you see cats able to jump 4 times their body's length. The other day I saw a cat jump directly upwards into a ceiling that was open, and the length or the height that the cat jumped was like 5 times its body length. It left me completely in it left me in awe. Like, I was like, dude, that's Kundalini. Okay. Squirrels, they are also able to do this as well. You see squirrels jumping from tree limb to tree limb 3 times their body's length. You know, that's an example of Kundalini energy, because what they're doing, they're using the momentum of the Kundalini arising upwards the spine to propel themselves throughout the space. It's going against the pressure of gravity that's holding you down, and it's bringing you into a stasis or a type of graciousness. Okay, it's like a floating effect. And this is why they say, or this is why you can find people out of society living in the jungles of the forests or in temples being able to levitate. You know, you can see monks in temples literally going through things like drilling themselves with power tools, you know, hitting their genitals or their sexual organs, basically just damaging themselves, you know, but they don't feel anything. Because another ability that comes with Kundalini awakening is being able to generate a type of armament around your body, you know, a type of armor that is able to make you I want to say immune to all damage or all pain. That's another ability of awakening the Kundalini energy, which is what monks do all day. You know, they just work on energies, and they work on bypassing their physical nature, you know, and mental discipline as well, and all of these different things. But yeah, those are some of the supernatural abilities. There's obviously a lot more, but I don't know all of them. I just know a few, and I don't want to make the video too long. All right. But yeah, Kundalini energy, we can all awaken it. For most people, it's going to lie dormant at the base of the spine unless you come into awareness of it. But coming into awareness of it is one of the most simplest methods to actually being able to arise the Kundalini energy in itself, because awareness is very, very powerful. And where you set your awareness is where energy is going to be attracted. You know, so if I set my awareness right here at my brow, the energy of the ether is going to be drawn to where I'm placing my energy. So if you just know about Kundalini and the arising of Kundalini, inevitably and naturally it's going to arise. So that's one of the most simplest methods to bring it to arise. Obviously, it's as natural as having Kundalini arise during things like birth. You know, so all women who have gone through a birth have most definitely gone into a Kundalini awakening as well. And yeah, that's all I really want to talk about on Kundalini awakening. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into it with future videos explaining more about it and how to awaken it. But yeah, I do thank everybody for watching once again. I hope you did enjoy today's video. Hope I did help you understand a little bit more about yourself. Okay, you can do all your own research as well. All right, you can do all your own research on Kundalini awakening and come to a unique understanding of it. But that's it for me. All right, for now. So I do thank everybody for watching once again. Make sure to subscribe for more daily content. Make sure to drop a like on today's video if you did enjoy. Comment down some love. Peace out. Enjoy your afternoon. One love, and I'm out.